So today I'm gonna be talking about how my parents met. At the time, they were both living in LA. My dad had already had a daughter, which is obviously my stepsister, and my mom, she was living with her mom. So they met at a warehouse in Los Angeles. It was a clothing warehouse. Apparently, my dad came up to my mom during work and he asked her if she wanted to learn how to use a sewing machine, and my mom said yeah. So over time, eventually, she ended up moving into the department where my dad was working at, and they became pretty good friends. My mom used to like playing basketball a lot, so she used to go with her coworkers to play basketball. And my dad one day just joined because I guess he wanted to talk to her. But just keep in mind, were in relationships at the time, so that was kind of weird. So he ended up going to play basketball, and they became closer and closer. And they started hanging out at family events. And my dad was actually at my grandmother's house, and he used to get super drunk a lot around that time. And apparently, he told my grandma that she was going to be his future mother-in-law, but no one took him serious because he was really drunk. So, so eventually, I guess he ended up telling my mom he liked her. They both ended up leaving their relationship for each other. But my dad said he didn't take my mom serious. Like, he just wanted to mess around with the girls. But they accidentally had me, which I was the accident. So my parents were together. They kind of separated for a while. They weren't together for a while. My mom said that she was still gonna have me because he didn't want to have me. So she said that's why she left. But eventually he kind of ended up coming back around and said that he did want to have me. And he asked my grandma for forgiveness. And then, so yeah, they ended up having me. They ended up getting back together and living together. About when I was 4 years old, they got married. So I actually remember being at the wedding, which is really awkward. But 8 years later, they ended up having my little brother. And I remember when I was 13 years old, I found out I had another sister. So technically, my dad has 3 baby mamas. So I ended up finding out that she was older than my oldest sister. So right now, she's about 28, and my other sister's about 25. So they were about 3-year difference. I met her when I was 21 at her wedding for the first time, which was really awkward because I suddenly have a sister that I've never met before in my life. So it was pretty interesting, and I kind of got a little bit closer to her than I was. So yeah, kind of wraps it up.